So I ended up doing 65 kilometres today. So that was 15 over the 50, which is the 31 miles I am proposing to do. 2 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep. Anyway, I'm going to do my days today. Different this time. So while I was doing this one, I would talk a wee bit about myself. Not so much myself, my life. And I'm going to talk about human beings and people. And I'm going to talk about mental health, my mental health, and what I perceive as possibly people that suffer colitis, and at least maybe my experiences with my partner. I don't know too much about the ins and outs of how you get colitis, if you're born with it, or some people are born with it. It's a thing that gets developed. My partner had a highly stressed, traumatic childhood, so did I. I ended up with EUPD and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. That came from an incident when I was older, an attempted red rum on my life. My EUPD came from things that started before I was even 3 years old. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of my partner. She also had a stressed out life and a stressed out relationship prior to me. Partner that treated her like shit. Because of my mental health, I've not been the best at times. And going forward for the rest of my life, if she chooses to try and understand EUPD and even PTSD to a certain extent, as much as I'm trying to understand, I've always tried to understand, and I'm going to be frank here, I've actually maybe tried and pushed her to try and live a life a bit more colitis friendly than she would have liked to have done or wanted to have done. And it's only now after 12 years that I understand that it's no for me to say, it's no for me to push, it's not for me to, pull the books out and say you should eat this, you should eat that, you should do this, you should do that. I need to be here to just do things like this and to support her and be there as much as I can for her. And I've always done that. I always tried to do as much as I can. Because of issues with mental health and the likes of the dynamic of the relationship is generally that I'm actually the house husband. I'm a failed artist, so it's easy for me to duck and dive and use mental health as an excuse and stay at home and be at home with the kids. And her being Czech, being Stoich, being very independently minded and stuff. And because of the pain barriers you have to get through with colitis, she's a warrior when it comes to working. She's a warrior. Even to her own detriment, even when it makes her ill and all the rest of it, it's still a warrior. And I think between the two of us, we have a lot of positives, a lot of good things, a lot of good stuff, but probably quite a few failings as well. And I'm just trying to make little steps in to change that. But I'm not going to talk about what she has to put up with me with mental health. I might take this the right way, right? This has got to be taken the right way by people. Because I want people to understand that there's two people in a relationship with somebody with colitis, as well as there being two people in a relationship with somebody with mental health. And as I said, with colitis, generally comes mental health issues as well, because it's dilapidating, it's painful, plays on your mind, there's a lot of tiredness, there's a lot of restlessness, there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of things you can't do in your day and in your life. The things I've had to see, you know what they are, the symptoms, the bleeding, the accidents, the falling asleep, the pain, and not really being able to do anything much for them, or having nothing. And me having EUPD, PTSD, I'm a man, I have this innate wanting to fix her, wanting to heal her, wanting to hold her, wanting to help her, wanting to do as much as I can. But there's other aspects that I think a lot of other people don't think about. Things like, in the bedroom, you didn't want to hurt them, you didn't want to move. You know what I mean? You want to be gentle, you didn't want to annoy them. That kind of thing. You know the kind of thing I mean? And then what that can actually entail is them feeling that you didn't love them or didn't want them. And it couldn't be further from the truth. You know, and things snowball, things spiral, crossed wires, and you know, even a thing like the effects on that other side with that. And I'm not getting this just with my own head. You see, my partner thinks I really give a monkeys sometimes about colitis, and I do. I give more than the monkeys. I've been in secret groups, I've been in secret forums, I've been in message boards, I've asked many people that have it, many people that live with people that have it. In the early days I was asking a lot because I needed to get things right. Having to watch a go through Inflixima or whatever it's called, treatment, and just nobody will do anything for anybody. Hard. So the reality is all I have is this. This is all I have. When it comes to colitis and the person that I love the most, and the things that I hear her say sometimes, how it'll kill her, how it'll do this to her, how it'll do that to her. This treatment might give me cancer, this treatment might give me this or that. It's scary. So God knows what it must be like for you guys. That's why you're all warriors, and that's why I'm doing this. And that's why I'm bursting my gut to do this. Not to make any of you look bad or feel bad or, yeah, look at me. I'm trying to push myself a bit physically there now. I've got out of shape and got out of shape up here. So I'm just using these guys. I'm not really, you know what I mean? I'm inspired by these all. She is my greatest inspiration in my life. I'm 53. I met her 12 years ago. I wish I'd met her 30 years ago. That she keeps reminding me we can't change the past. But like everything, our kids will grow up and they'll leave lives of their own. And hopefully we'll be there for another 20 odd years or something, for me at least. And I just want life to be as comfortable and as good for her as possible. With her illness and also with my illnesses. And I want to be in a place in a way where I'm not adding any stress to that stomach of hers, and her bowels, and her gut, and her colitis. And I'm not giving her a flare up, which I know I do sometimes. So yeah, it's not easy for you, and looking at this page now, I realise how lucky she is in the way that she's had some really heavy treatment, but she's almost in remission. I think she's in remission now, and it's looking quite good for her now. And I don't want to be anything that adds to that. It's 2:41 a.m.
The ocean is vast. The ocean is enormous. And
I've been at it now 10 minutes. And I've done 21.6.
People would see me on the train, know I was on TV.
48.
You just look like this kid with makeup on the train. See Eddie on SNL.
4:52. 5 o'clock.
I'm not a beast. I'm about as selfish as the man in the moon. This is beautiful. What is that, velvet? When we did the original Coming to America, at the after party, Jackie Jackson came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I want to say thank you for looking out for some of the older black actors and putting them in the film, and giving them a shot because those."
Like I've said, man, I can't imagine a few chats I had the night with folks been really interesting. It's been really interesting. Just getting who you are. If you want to leave me a message on here and let folk know who you are, that's fine. If you didn't, it's understandable. But I appreciate what you appreciate. Everything you said to me, or 3 years. Maybe help me understand things a bit better and what I need to do. Anyway, peace out. Keep going, people. Keep going. I'll just come up and show you that it's 50. 25. 2.5 now, to be honest. It says 3 hours, so it must be 2:30 I started. And here we go. Peace out.